Time of Phyllis Wheatley. Chapter 1. Kidnapped to America.
O deed ungenerous, they disgrace, and hold in bondage Afric, blameless race.
These lines it is heard were written, published, and recited here against all odds. The author? Phyllis Wheatley, a black slave captured in Africa as a child and shipped to Boston Harbor.
I need a small girl for housekeeping.
Susanna, do you really want such a sickly, scrawny girl?
She interests me, John. Look at her modest demeanor and speeches. Come, child, fear not. You'll go home now. Mary, Nathaniel, come see. This is a new servant girl.
And what may we call her?
Her ship was named Phyllis, so I suppose we'll make that her name.
Hello, Phyllis. My name's Nathaniel.
She doesn't speak English, dear.
Then how would you look for us? Oh, no, they're all teacher. I still want to become a teacher.
All right, dear, calm down. Don't overwhelm her.
Chapter 2. Slave or Sister, a Double Life.
Phyllis got straight to work in her new home. Within a few months, she was speaking English.
All right, Phyllis. Now write an S there. That's exactly right.
How is she doing?
She's a very fast learner, Mother.
Ma'am, come see what I laid. I wrote some lines in verse.
Ere yet the morn, lovely bush was spread, ceased to well numbered with the happy dead. But this is unbelievable! The best they use of paper and quill pens seem to write your thoughts down.
But who will listen to a slave girl like me?
Others will be just as amazed as I.
The child was clearly brilliant. He studied Greek and Latin with Mary, reading Ovid and Homer in the original. Besides getting the time to write, Phyllis was treated as quite different from the other slaves. She ate with the family and had her own room in the attic, while the other slaves were quartered in a carriage house. While she suffered from asthma, Susanna sent her out to country to recover, treatment unheard of to slaves. Yet she sat at a separate table when the family had guests. She was never a full member of white society, and it was always acknowledged that she was a slave.
Chapter 3. Public.
Imagination, who can sing my force? Or who describe the swiftness of thy course?
Susanna Wheatley went to great lengths to make sure that Phyllis was acknowledged for her talent, ensuring her poems ended up in the right hands.
Here are the poems, ma'am.
John, your ship is sailing to England. Please deliver the packages to Archibald Bell at number 8 Aldgate Street.
Captain, I hand these papers to you personally if they're of greatest importance to my life. Please take great care of them and deliver them to the address here.
I was directed by John Moody himself to give this to you on behalf of his wife.
Amazing indeed. This will be handed to the Countess of Huntington.
These are very fine indeed. They will be published.
And they were. In 1773, at age 20, Phyllis became the first African-American woman to publish a book of poems, and the second American woman to do so.
Chapter 4. To England and Back.
Adieu, New England, smiling meads. Adieu, the flowery plain. I leave thine opening charms, O spring, and tempt the roaring main.
Just before her book was published, Susanna decided to send Phyllis to England with Nathaniel. There she met many important people, thanks to arrangements made by Susanna.
Lord Dartmouth, it's an honor. Mrs. Palmer, what an honor to meet one of Britain's most well-known poets. A pleasure. The Lord Mayor of London, thank you kindly for this copy of Paradise Lost. Mr. Benjamin Franklin, how good to see a fellow countryman. I must return to America at once. My mistress Susanna is gravely ill.
And so Phyllis returned to Boston. Susanna died soon afterward, leaving Phyllis in a vulnerable position. The Wheatley children had married and left home. Phyllis had to find a new arrangement for herself, but she was neither slave nor free. While she married, she and her husband struggled to support themselves. Her ending is both sad and triumphant. She died in poverty at 31, but her poems and amazing accomplishments live on.